ready to play the Huskies. Their tails are perked, ready to jump into the quarterfinals, but for that slot, the Tennessee Volunteers are happy to volunteer. Welcome to the game. The Volunteers in the orange, the Huskies in the blue. UConn, their first game in the CCS championship, so welcome to them after getting the forfeit win. It's one of those things where I was about to say maybe they would not have liked that. They would have liked to already play a game, but they've got a fast start here in game one. As Noah comes to town, absolutely bodies Crisp right out of the way. Give me the ball, give me the goal. Noah is heard from first, and the Huskies are on the board 10 seconds into their first game here in the CCS Championship. Volunteers right back the other way. Shaka looking, trying to find an answer. The shot as well hits the side of the post where there were two Huskies parked there, ready to make sure they will fend it off to safer grounds. Noah is up. He gets taken out by Jobro, but he won the ball. So sets UTK back a little bit. They've got Chris coming forward. There's a demo in the backfield. Lamb is there trying to body the shooter. There's the third man, and Tennessee unable to finish. They hit the crossbar. Couldn't quite get it. Shaka right back to it. Lamb says not. You drop that ball. Now Jobro knocks Noah out of the way. He returns the favor to Crisp right in the mouth. Head to head. Another demo. Some bodies are being flung. There's another demo. In the backfield, the Huskies going down one by one. UTK starting to show their grit and muster a little bit. And making it hard right now. UConn having to play a lot of defense, and that is not something easy to defend against as Crisp goes 1-2 off the back of the backboard. It's such a clean double. The form was clean. It was a good effort by the defender in net, but that kind of shot, tough to stop. UTK right back to even ground, level terms. We will start fresh from kickoff. Lamb, he took out a player on his way through. That was Crisp on the receiving end of that one. And Jobro, that shot, I didn't know if anybody was going to be able to touch it, but it actually just floats all the way down and in. From midfield, Jobro on the sidewall just gives it a little tip. And the only person there to try and defend it would have been Shaka. He's not going to stop that. And just like that, UTK out in front. They have the lead. Now Crisp looking to add on to that tally. He's going to dump it off for his buddy Shaka, but Lamb will take it away from him. And Lamb gets taken away from the play. Jobro towards the middle of the field. Closed down by the Huskies nicely. Gavin tries to outlet, but Crisp is here. Crisp is passing, and Shaka is scoring. As Crisp not only picks the pocket, but he sets up Shaka. Right there's the steal. He collects the ball. I mean, he goes from stealing to passing the ball in under 2 seconds there, and Shaka is the benefactor of that pass. UTK out in front now by 2. Biggest lead we've seen so far in this first game one. 2 goals for the Volunteers. Now it's Lamb, the Huskies, trying to respond. Jobro's a little awkward. Gavin's got a shot. He just doesn't have boost. That leads to a save for Jobro, who's up. Jobro all the way downfield. What a flip. Trying to get maybe an Arsenal reset or something. Didn't quite work out. Ground was just too close. Now up for it is Gavin. Down the sidewall. Popped up for that 50. It's in good placement for the Huskies, but they only had one extra man. Third man did suffer another demo. That's a stat I really am going to be interested to see how many demos have happened in this game thus far. And how many are going to be by the end of game one. It's only halfway through, and I'm pretty sure we're at least 8 demos. Now Lamb pops it up. No bump came. The defender for UTK able to get up to the ball, and that one saved away by Jobro. Volunteers playing some solid game. Huskies trying to claw their way back into the game here. Huskies scored first, 10 seconds in, but after that it has been all UTK, a wave of orange attacking the UConn goal over and over, and now here comes another one Gavin will have to save. A little bit awkward. Shaka has got some room. Lamb took that right away. A little over a minute and a half remaining here. The Huskies still have some time. They are definitely going to need to start putting on some pressure, though. That's a good start. Nice touch off the back wall. Forces Jobro up into a save. And Shaka recovered from the bump really well. Trying to set up Jobro, but Lamb yoinked his fun right away. Now here comes Lamb all the way downfield looking. Trying to chip it towards goal, but Crisp was in the path of that one. Lamb can't get that one. This touch by Crisp heads towards the UConn goal. Shaka just keeping pressure on, happy to keep the ball as far away from his goal as possible. He's going to be spawning beside his goal now as he gets demoed. Yet again, another demo. Now here's Gavin towards the middle of the pitch. Only person there ready for it was Shaka and Jobro. Neither Husky had the ability to go up for that ball. And Tennessee right now, excellent game management from them, playing a very safe and sturdy ending to this game. With a 2-goal lead, there is no real reason to try and attack anymore, but you don't want to throw off your game plan too much. And looking for the demo on Gavin. Unable to find it. Gavin, now he's going to get demoed. But he did make the save. A valiant effort. Gave up his life for the cause. Gavin fresh off the respawn. He's going to chip it in and try and chase down Jobro. Bodies him right off the wall. Nice body check, but the time is not on the UConn side of things as UTK. They got knocked down early, an early goal against. Ever since then, a 3-0 affair throughout the rest, and they are going to take game one 3-1 against the Huskies. Maybe 4-1. We got one more chance. It's off the floor. And that is how we end on Man Field. Come on, UConn. Go Vols. Raw. We got some support for both teams in the chat. That's what you love to see. Any of the teams watching this VOD after are going to see that. They're going to see you supporting them, and they are going to love it. So make sure drop some love for your team in the chat. Let them know that you're supporting them. A lot of players like to have the stream open to the side so they can probably see you're cheering as they're playing. So definitely drop some love for your squad. You love Noah. I'm just going to... I'm going to assume that, you know, that's nothing any more than that. You never know, though. But game one to the Volunteers. Game two heading over to the Forbidden Temple. We will see what kind of answer that the Huskies have for that. There's the love in the chat. All the players ready to go on the pitch. Game two. We are underway. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I've had quite a few follows, actually. Galaxy, Trefino, Jojo Raps. Thank you all for the follows today. If you are here enjoying some Rocket League, appreciate that. Also, Nation followed me, but he followed me in the middle of the night last night. That was kind of weird. The fact that he wasn't following the caster he trusts with his CCS championship games. Weird flex for my boy Nation. Thank you, Galaxy. I appreciate that. Your boy Noah tries to get the ball off of Jobro. All the Huskies now back trying to start the counterattack. Up and towards goal. Noah's going to be there. The shot. Jobro, last man, last line of defense, made the stop. But seems to be interesting start. Both teams kind of playing a little bit tentative right now, giving their opponents lots of time and space on both sides. That one's going to be parried upwards. Noah tries to clear. Lamb's got it. Gavin will chase it down in the corner. All for him. Forward past one, not past the second man. It is Shaka to dump it out. And you could see another demo. That was something I didn't look at. I was too busy adjusting the game to go on Forbidden Temple. I didn't look at the demos last game, but that's playing a huge factor in the series. It has to be because there's just so many bumps and demos going on. Lamb with the steal. Lamb goes to the sidewall with it. Tries a pass to his buddy Noah in the corner. Noah's up. He's going to leave that for Gavin. Gavin waterfall down maybe, but nobody there to finish the shot. Good idea from the Huskies. Just didn't quite work out for him. And it's better to see some trips into the orange half of the field. The blue half is where we spent quite a bit of the second part of that game last game. And right back to it is Joe Bro. He's going to get an air dribble bump. And that is going to be a nice start to the game for UTK. Joe Bro decides to pull forward and squishy save. I don't think so. Gavin got absolutely obliterated right off the net. And Joe Bro strikes first for the Volunteers. Now right back the other way. It's Crisp looking in front of goal. It's wide open and Shaka is there to punish that. The Huskies got caught out here. That dribble by Crisp enough to beat the last man back. Noah tried, but Shaka was just too close. The Volunteers with another goal for themselves. 2-0 here early on. Still 3 minutes to play. But right now, if you're the Huskies, you have not scored a goal in over 5 minutes of Rocket League. You would love to put one in the net and start to make UTK sweat just a little bit. Because the Volunteers right now, they are taking advantage of all of any and all of their challenge wins and just pure speed, able to get it past the defender. Their bumps also playing a factor, forcing the Huskies to play a little bit more conservatively, having to watch. Of course, now there's a demo for the Huskies that takes out the shooter for UTK, so that pass is to no one. It'll be 50 away upfield by the Huskies in Lamb. Crisp with a good clear. It's going to be ahead of all the UTK players. Should be UConn ball, and it is. Gavin lost possession to Crisp, who's going to try and go forward. There's a big bump, but Noah was lurking behind, ready to clean up the mess. Now Crisp, he's going to pass it back to Joe Bro. He's going to go off ceiling. What can he do with it? Tries for the floor redirect. It's a shot towards goal. Just wide. A good idea from Joe Bro. Now Gavin. Just under 2 minutes to go here. UConn in desperate need of some offense. They have been a little bit starved right about now. I feel like if they can get some momentum, you know, Huskies are notorious for being sled dogs. You can sled downhill a lot better than you can go uphill. So you need to start getting some positive momentum. You need to stop Crisp from doing that, and that was a good save from Noah. Because Crisp was headed there. Big demo in net. Shouldn't affect the Husky offense too much. Noah's in on the attack, so is Gavin. Flips it up and over Lamb. A little bit of miscommunication here from the Huskies, but they do keep the ball in deep. Some more bumps. Anywhere and everywhere. And players can make contact. 11, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Now the pass upfield. Good 50 win for Noah. He's going to try a pass. It's up off the ceiling. Is there a shooter there in time? It's Gavin. His shot parried aside. Good save. UTK again comes back to the house and stops. This shot. Joe Bro up, looking to put the finishing touches on the game here. A third goal would certainly do it. I'm back. Hopefully it's another OT. The Huskies are going to need some miraculous offense here. The UTK defense has just been so solid. The Huskies have not scored since 10 seconds into game one. They scored their lone goal of the series. And again, they face a stout UTK team. It's off the crossbar. There it is. There's your goal. Bucas might actually be the formula if the Huskies can get a kickoff goal here. Gavin shoots. It goes crossbar, post, post, and in. All three bars. Gavin gets a goal. UConn on the board. Can they get one more before the game turns to 0 seconds? Shaka making life difficult on him. He's going to put a shot on. UConn had to defend it. And now across the field, the only one there's Shaka. He's not going to keep it up. And UTK pull ahead in the series 2-0 on the Huskies. Huskies scoring early and scoring late. That goal there at the end is a positive for UConn to take into the next game. For UTK, it is all systems go. They have been playing a very solid series. Lots of defense going on. Quite a few bumps as well. I mean, Crisp, 5 demos. That's pretty damn disgusting. He is making life tough on the Huskies. And, you know, the stats on my overlay don't track bumps. I don't know if bumps are even able to be tracked. Maybe they are. But the amount of bumps going on, it doesn't have to be a demo. A bump is enough to throw off your opponent, get them out of the way. And those are playing a factor, I'm sure, as well. So we will head on into Game 3. UTK up 2-0 in the series. Noah using all 60 seconds of the between game lobbies to talk it over with his group. UConn going over the strat, hoping to find an answer here for the UTK attack and the very stout volunteer defense they have run into. Game 3, let's get her going. DFH Stadium is the stage and we are underway. What can UConn bring to the table that we've not seen just yet? Gavin's going to be up, putting this one off the back wall. First one to it is Noah, and that is exactly what UConn needed. That's what the doctor ordered. An early start. It ends up being a team goal. Every single player touches it, and Noah finishes the shot into the goal. 1-0, the lead for UConn. Very similar start to their Game 1 when they took the lead 10 seconds in. That was 12 seconds in. UTK immediately trying to respond. It's Shaka going off the back wall. First one there is Gavin. Get that ball right away from harm. Lamb will 50 that one forward off of Crisp. Noah's in the neighborhood. Neighborhood watch party in Crisp. Made sure Noah got the heck out of there. Jobro off the backboard. He's got Crisp there lurking. Crisp and Shaka both staying back. Having to respawn back there. Unfortunately for the Huskies was Lamb, but he's back, ready to go. Ball pops forward. It's over Lamb, but Gavin jumps as well. Good layered challenge there by UConn. They will be awarded with the ball at midfield. Noah gets it over one. There's a demo in the backfield. That is a Husky down. It was Lamb again, and he can't get back in time. UTK got the demo, and they get the goal. You can hear the explosion in the background. That's a huge demo. And Crisp has an open lane to the net after Lamb was the unfortunate member of the Smoldering Smoke Club there. UTK right back where they started. Very similar to Game 1 as well. UTK tied it up about a minute and a half in. It's just over a minute in and they tied it back up. A wide open goal for the Huskies. Both of them went. Shaka is going to be awarded the goal. As Chris puts it, they weren't expecting it to bounce out. You can see both Noah and Gavin went, and unfortunately for them, Shaka is there ready to gobble that one right up. UTK back in front where they've spent a majority of this series now. How can the Huskies respond? Nice steal here from Lamb, but he's going to lose that ball too. Shaka. Tough touch there for the Huskies. Not a lot of boost to work with. Now UConn will find some. The pads, but Tennessee are all full tanks just about. Ready to go. Here comes Shaka looking. No quarter given by the Huskies. UConn dumps it out. Jobro having to be careful. Gavin's all over him in the air. Oh, all three Huskies very close to the ball there. Makes it very awkward. It'll lead to a turnover for Crisp. Off the backboard looking. Jobro's there. Jobro's shot stopped by Gavin. Don't know if it would have hit post or not. Didn't matter. And that's going to be a well-placed shot from Crisp. UTK out in front. And wanting to stay there, they'll double up their lead. Shaka to Crisp, and the shot placement, picture perfect. UConn find themselves in another 2-goal deficit. And they put another one in on this UTK defense that have had the UConn's number. Again, it's tough for UConn. They didn't play yesterday. Alabama was unable to make their match. This is their first CCS gameplay, and it's against one of, if I would say, one of the tournament favorites here. for it. UTK, definitely one of the stronger squads present at the CCS Championship. Colorado, another heavy favorite. We saw them sweep their series earlier. Big demo for Lamb. He'll open the door defensively. That eliminated the offensive threat that Joe Bro was poising. And now Gavin gets a bump on his way through. Can Noah reach the ball? He can. Keeps it in. Now Lamb puts it off the back wall. Is there a Husky there? It's Noah. It's Galaxy's GOAT. He is there, and he gives the Huskies life. They cut the lead in half. What a pass. What a shot. That pass had some mustard on it, and it was that amount of power that threw Shaka off in goal. And got it. Now the Huskies getting back to the house. It's Gavin up off the roof. Losing the ball to Crisp, who got Joe Bro, but Lamb with the steal. It is clean. It is in. And the Huskies have tied the game at 3. Crisp, he spots Joe Bro, but Joe Bro plays Golf Tee Simulator, and Lamb is at Top Golf. He fires away right downfield. Nobody's there to stop that ball, and the Huskies have regained the life that they've needed. Huskies 3, Volunteers 3. Who wants it? It's now coming back the other way. Another shot for the Huskies. That one having to be saved. And all of a sudden, UTK been thrown for a huge loop here. As the Huskies bringing some confidence and some speed to the table, but now coming towards goal, looking for the Volunteers in front. Joe Bro shot denied. Noah unable to beat Crisp to that one. Crisp with a good 50. Keeps the ball close. He gets himself boost. It's Crisp all by himself. Just couldn't get the shot. Final minute to go here in Game 3. 2-0 lead for UTK. A 4-3 lead for UTK in the game. It's the give and go. Joe Bro spots in midfield. Crisp parked out there. He says take it right back, and Joe Bro fires away. What a shot. You love to see those give and goes in tight. Use your team as best as you can. Joe Bro and Crisp combine for a beauty. And now the Huskies will have to find another goal. They've come back twice. Can they do it a third time? Here's Noah. Pops it up. Noah can't beat Joe Bro, but that ball's available for Gavin. That shot also deflected in front. And Crisp was in good position to knock the ball away from the front of his net. Back the other way. Final 30. UConn finding themselves down by 1, down by 2 in the series. This is a tough spot to be. They need a hero. Who is it going to be for the team in blue? Popped up. Joe Bro knocks it forward right into Noah's path. This is going to bounce off the corner in front. Gavin's there. Big time 50. Noah's there as well. Another 50 stops the ball. For UTK, they survive. The Huskies mount an attack. It's not enough, though. And this one going to have to come at 0 seconds. It's got to stay up if you are the UConn Huskies. But unfortunately for them, the ball is down. Tennessee to match point. UTK with a gorgeous team play to reclaim the lead. They kind of got stuffed. All of that offensive momentum and pressure was thrown right back in their face. UConn with 2 straight answers. They tied the game at 3, but the Volunteers will find the game winner late in the game and take it over the UConn Huskies, who now have to play reverse sweep territory in order to book their ticket into the quarterfinals. But the reverse sweep, it starts with 1. You have to win 1 at a time. It is 1 game at a time now for UConn. And that first game is going to come here on Utopia Coliseum for Game 4. And right off the kickoff, before I can even get the music hardly stopped, it is UConn attacking the front of the goal. It is Lamb. Follows his touch forward. Bang, bang, he goes. Lamb's heard from. UConn up early again. This is the third game that UConn has scored first. However, unfortunately for UConn, they've not been able to win any of the previous two. Can they change that part of the script here? Now up for Crisp. Crisp has changed his vehicle now to a Space Station Octane. Goes to corner now with Shaka. He's going to play this one over. He has got a bunch of Huskies over there. Running interference. Noah's pass looking in front. Nobody in blue was there. This medium's got the Fox Floss emote that my boy Lathis wants. Pass down in front. Be cleared away. All the way downfield. That one's going to pop up and over. Gavin now sending the ball across. Shaka's going to get there first before Noah. Now Lamb has to be careful. Gets run over by his own teammate there. And now UConn, a little bit awkward having to get back to the play. They'll take a demo, but they do manage to stave off the attack for now. Right back to it is UTK. The front of goal open. Shaka couldn't get the read there off the backboard. UConn survives. Downfield they go. Now Gavin's touch. Popped up. Crisp shown the gate via bump. The bumping continues for both teams. You're not allowed very much time and space in this series. Here's Shaka now, having to earn his time and space with the air dribble, trying to find his teammate via pass, but UConn got back to the house. Protected the rock. Crisp now. He's got it. He's going to lose it because he ran out of boost. A couple of pickpockets later, Shaka's got the ball. Not for long. Lamb says, I'll take that. Popped up for Crisp. Some time and space here for Crisp and Jobro. See if they can connect again. Crisp is going to take it solo. Some good defense by UConn there. Helps them escape. That's a team bump there by the Huskies, though. UTK takes over on possession. Up, no harm, no foul for the Volunteers. They'll knock the ball away. Now Lamb. He's going to go to the side with it. Not much time for him. Noah's got himself some boost. He's got a whole field to work with. He will spot Gavin. Looking back for Noah. The give and go for the Huskies now, but Jobro was on the read. Back in front, Gavin. Nice catch. Pass in front. Lamb's there. The shot stopped. Big time save by Crisp. And we will say goodbye to Jobro. Rest in pieces. Now Crisp looking to return the favor to Lamb. He escapes the demo. Here's Noah. Another bump. Bumps happening everywhere. Doesn't matter what team color you are or where you are on the field. Just like that. Lamb gets bumped. The ball off the post. The Huskies survive for now. UTK gets bodied off the ball. It's an open goal for Shaka. And eventually the misses come back to bite the Huskies. Right there, Crisp got sent. But Gavin and Lamb couldn't get the touch, and Shaka will take that one. One of the freer goals he is going to score. UConn doing all they could there. That was a clean bump on Crisp. It's just the two follow-up players for the Huskies were a little bit discombobulated. And UTK draws even here on series point. If this game goes to UTK and Orange, they will book their ticket into the quarterfinal matchup, taking on the winner of Florida State and Cincinnati. Noah pops it up. He's going to knock Shaka out of the way. UTK takes over. Right now, it's definitely not time to panic for either team. UTK very much in the driver's seat. No reason to feel any pressure in the Huskies. They're still alive, and this game is tied at 1. Also have to try and steady the nerves. All it is one game at a time. The series does not matter right now. All that matters is the final 60 seconds on Utopia for the Huskies. Here's Lamb. Leaves it for Gavin, who carries it past Crisp, but right into Shaka's path. Lamb's got the read on the backboard, gets some help from Noah. Can Gavin reach this? No. Jobro is there first. We'll reset all the way back down. Back and forth we go. It's almost like a game of Pong. Both teams taking trips into their opponent's zone, but not much happening in terms of shots. Neither team wants to make that mistake right now in this point of the game. Lamb to the corner with it. He's got Noah reaching in a helping hand. Jobro clears it right into the path of Gavin. He's going to hit it off the back wall. Shaka on the read. It was clean. He will make the touch. 10 seconds. Separate these teams from overtime. Do we have one final moment for one of them? Do they have the game winner before regulation is over? They do. They might. Nah, they do not. It'll have to happen in overtime. UTK wins. They are through to the next round. UConn wins. We head to Aquadome. Jobro up with it. No bump. No dribble for him. Crisp will take it away from Noah. Crisp doing everything right. Gets it around 1, round 2, around 3. Tries to center the ball, and it's Gavin. A series-saving save for the Huskies. Now Gavin trying to get the game winner. The double tap didn't work because Shaka was on the read. Shaka has had some great backboard defense for Tennessee thus far in this game. This one popped up. Dangerous ball. Crisp leaves it for Jobro. That's your game. That's your series. Tennessee UTK through to the quarterfinals. Off of the fake from Crisp, Jobro is there. Bang, bang. That is all she wrote. Tennessee will be seeing you later tonight. Game number 4 on the stream. 10 p.m. Easterns when you can catch the UTK Volunteers again. Again, they'll be playing the winner of Florida State and Cincinnati.